Welcome again to the lesson 3 where we are going to proceed with that simple inline element, which is like a text formatting element, but now we are going to see the simple thing also, which will be included in the chapter 3 of this HTML element. That is to say that we are going to see HTML element, the third part, which is based only on the links, to know the link, what is the link, how does the link work, what is the link normally. So let us see it. So first of all, there is the thing that we never talked about on the second lesson. I wanted to add it on this third lesson. I created the same file, the file of the third lesson, and say lesson 3, rename it where, and add the extension, which is .html enter where, and then by emet abbreviation control shift exclamation mark and enter. When you finally entered it, then you get this base, and then you start with the third chapter, which is composed of the inline element, which is just a text formatting element with other simple links that we are going to see. So let's first create the header. They say that we want the price of the shoes, for example, is $500, and we want to delete this one, which for example and was $300. And say that previously once was $120. So what are you going to do in order to write this way? For example, when you write things like this, Control Alt P, and you open, you see things like this. The price of the shoes was $500, and was this, and once was that. There is another better way to write things like this. So that is where we come to inserted, deleted, and stricken parts of HTML. So to write this way, you come here and you write it on this. The price of shoes is 500, but we don't want 300. We just say this 500 is inserted, which is denoted by ints, and you say 500, Control S, and then you see things like this. It is inserted. You see they quickly underline it to show that it is inserted within there. 500 and was 300, and you write 300. You just write 300. You say that it is S striken, Control S, and you get, yes, you see that, inserted, striken, meaning that this is the new price, and the price before was this. So, and when you want to delete this and once was, you say that you just take this Control C to copy, and you come here and delete it by there like this, Control V and Control S to save, and you get that. And once was this, also it will work like this, but you see here it passes in between, but it somehow goes up to the word, and it shows that it is inserted, this is inserted, this is striken through, which means that this line that passes there means that this is no longer the price. And then before it was like this, it works to get it works like it was striken. Also they can work the same, but normally you must use this S striken, like here S. You see this S, it is inline element, and you get this instead of writing everything and say that the price of the shoes was once was like this. You get things like this. So you go to the links. What is the link? How does the link work? A link, it is just an address that is given to something inside the browser, either the outside address or inside the address, to supply other information or supply another website to the web browser. For example, header 1, and they say, for example, I want to open Google. You see, there is no way you can open Google when it is written like this. So to do it, you come here, Control X, and add a for a link, then you put there google.com, and then Control V, Control S, then you automatically get things like this. When you hover over it, you see here downward, here, the thing that is supplied there is the link that is there, and when we click on it, it opens on the same page. So Control S to see what happened. Go then open it by, you say target blank. When you put their target, it opens on another part of browser. Control S to save, and when you come here, then back to another same part, and then you do this, it opens on another blank page. That is the target, to say that it will not open the same page, it will open on the blank page. So links may act as an anchor. So before we say something that is deep on the class, let me use something that is like class. When we say that, for example, class, let's say this is the class. The class, it is just a name that is given to an HTML element to differentiate it with another, but we are not going to use it. We will use it later while we are just learning CSS. I'm going to use this in order to target, to make the HTML links to be an anchor. To be an anchor is to say that anchor like this, like this. Anchor That is to say that this link is now going to act as an opener of another element within the same page. So this is how it will act. For example, I come here and I say this is my paragraph. Example, show me class. For example, class A. This class is a academy. Control S. With this P, you come here and say class. Well, no, come and write word open me. Control S. When you say me and you come here, Control X, add an anchor A link and you add academy. There is no other thing that this HTML will open. It will target this third, this fourth party. When you click on open me, it just sees it when this text is far from here, downward, and we click here, it will quickly jump to that text. So link to the web page, when you want to say that this will act as a link to the web page, like we will say that we want a paragraph, just say paragraph. Link cannot even act alone. You must put it somewhere inside the big element like paragraph and headers, and they say here we must write a, for example, a to amazon.com. Target again to open on the blank and say blank. Control S. Then we will put there Amazon. Control S, and you will get here, when you hover over it, you get amazon.com. When you click, it opens the new blank page. So when you want to dial a number or link to the email, we say we want an email. For example, we write like this, we say P and H, say that this target is, for example, Vasti Glow Brand G@gmail.com. Control S, email me. Control S, you get things like this back here, and when you click on email me, you see downward there, when we hover over it, we get vast group land@gmail.com, and when we click on it, it will target to open this vast group land gmail.com. But when you have an internet, it will go to sending a message, email message to this vast group land gmail.com. So link to dial or calling, come here to the paragraph and say that with A you may have 2 +2 50 7 8 46 1, and say call me. I will answer. Control S, automatically back there, and you come back, mail me. call me, I will answer. Then you get, when you hover, we get the same number, downward hover, we get that number. So thank you. This is the third part. I wish you enjoyed it. This is also was an inline element, especially to those who want to study the first part. I have released it. Just to check on my YouTube channel, you will find a useful content to the first part of the HTML. I will go way by way, step by step, until I finish each and every element of HTML. Don't hesitate to write your first part and website. At the end, we will build a bigger project. Don't hesitate. This is your choice, and it is my choice, and it is your honor and my honor to facilitate you to know this simple language that will introduce you to programming and coding. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. It is the one which will help me to know where to act. Thank you. I love you so much. Good times.